The mall was unnervingly silent as I walked the dimly lit corridors, my footsteps echoing through the empty space. The only sound accompanying me was the soft, incomprehensible murmuring that seemed to whisper from the shadows. At first, I thought it was my imagination, but as I approached an old, abandoned store, the murmurs grew louder. I hesitated. The glass storefront was obscured with paper, blocking any view of the inside. My breath hitched, and I quickened my pace, refusing to glance in its direction. I didn't want to know what was behind those papers, nor what was causing the sound. Rule 1. If you hear murmuring near the abandoned store, do not investigate. Do not try to understand the whispers. Walk away. The voice rose now, clearer, yet still distorted, like someone talking underwater. I forced myself forward, focusing on the path ahead. The moment I passed the store, the murmurs faded, and a weight lifted off my chest. But then, I heard another sound. Footsteps. Not normal ones, though. These were rough, uneven, as if something was being dragged across the floor. My stomach twisted. I already knew what it was before I even turned around. Rule 2. If you hear dragging footsteps behind you, do not turn around. It's the mannequin. Keep walking. If you acknowledge them, they will get closer. My instinct screamed at me to run, but I forced myself to follow the rule. I walked faster, keeping my gaze fixed ahead. The sound of the mannequin's movements was growing heavier, more deliberate. My heart pounded, my hands trembled, but I didn't look back. Slowly, the dragging faded. Eventually, there was silence again. I let out a breath I hadn't realized I was holding. Then, another sound, the distant hum of machinery, an escalator running. I froze. Rule 3. If you hear an escalator running, do not investigate. Instead, watch the area on the security cameras. My pulse hammered as I sprinted back toward the security office, past the abandoned store, past the mannequins. The mechanical whir of the escalator echoed through the halls, but I didn't stop. I burst into the office, slammed the door shut, and locked it behind me. My breath came in ragged gasps as I turned to the monitors, flipping through the camera feeds. Then I saw it. A figure stood on the escalator. But it wasn't human. Not exactly. It was tall, unnaturally so, with elongated limbs and a face shrouded in shadow. Its movements were stiff, jerky, like a puppet on invisible strings. My stomach churned as its head turned, slowly, deliberately, until it was staring directly at the camera, directly at me. Rule 4. Do not stare at the security footage for too long. If something looks at you through the camera, look away immediately. Static erupted across the screens. A loud, grating buzz filled the room. I snapped my gaze away, squeezing my eyes shut. Within seconds, the noise ceased. When I looked back at the monitors, the escalator was empty. The figure was gone. I was shaking. I couldn't do this anymore, but I had to. Just a few more hours. Time crawled by in silence, thick with tension. But then, 3 sharp knocks at the door. My heart leapt into my throat. Rule 5. Between 4 a.m. and 4:30 a.m., do not open the security office door for anyone. If they knock, check the cameras first. I frantically switched to the hallway feed. There was nothing outside, but the knocking came again. "Hey, how's the night going?" A familiar voice called. "Still think the rules are funny?" The janitor. But something was wrong. His voice sounded off, too flat, too hollow. My breath hitched. I checked the camera again. The hallway was still empty. Then suddenly he appeared on the screen, standing right outside the door, staring into the camera. His grin was too wide, his features slightly distorted. My stomach churned as his body wavered, like he was made of mist, and then he vanished. I checked the clock, 4:30 a.m. Whatever had been outside was gone, but my night wasn't over. A new sound reached my ears, faint but unmistakable, sobbing. A woman's cry, muffled as if coming from inside a dressing room. Rule 6. If you hear crying from a dressing room, do not open the door. Do not acknowledge the voice. Walk away. I clenched my fists, forcing myself to stay put, but the crying grew louder, closer. The urge to help gnawed at me. What if someone really needed help? Then, the sobbing stopped. A cold silence settled over the mall. I checked the cameras. A woman was hovering in the hallway. Her long, dark hair obscured her face, her body hunched as if in pain. She didn't walk, she drifted. She was heading straight for the security office. My breath hitched. I squeezed my eyes shut, gripping the desk with white-knuckled hands. The knocking started again, louder, more forceful. Rule 7. If she reaches the security office, do not let her in. Do not speak. Do not respond. My pulse thundered. The door rattled as if something was trying to break in. Then, suddenly, a new voice. "Hey, open up. It's the manager, Mr. Hensley." My eyes darted to the clock. 6:01 a.m. Relief flooded me, but suspicion followed close behind. Rule 8. Always confirm the shift change before unlocking the door. I checked the camera. There he was, Mr. Hensley, standing outside, looking concerned. No eerie figures, no distorted movements, just him. With trembling hands, I unlocked the door. He took one look at me and frowned. "Rough night?" I nodded, my throat dry. "You could say that?" He studied me for a moment, then asked, "You all right? You look like you've seen a ghost." I forced a weak chuckle. "Something like that." Then I remembered something. "The janitor," I said suddenly. "The one who gave me the rules. Who is he?" Mr. Hensley's brows furrowed. "What janitor?" My stomach dropped. "The one who works the night shift. He gave me the list." His expression darkened. "There is no night janitor." I stared at him, my mind reeling. My grip tightened on the rule sheet in my pocket. I didn't ask any more questions. I handed him my keys, quit on the spot, and walked out without looking back. Some places are better left alone. And that mall? It was one of them. I will never return.